What up? Hop on in. Someone's asking for some winners. People piling in. Guess what, baby? We are doing our live call-in show this morning for the next 30 minutes or so. The number is in the title. The number is in the title. The number is in the Twitch stream as well. If anyone wants to call in, talk plays. You can talk plays. You can talk anything you want. I got my burner phone here right now, ready to get it going. A lot of people asking plays. We're definitely going to be talking some plays shortly. I've got everything up on SoBet as always. Everything is always up on SoBet. I've already put up 5 plays. 5 plays for the day. I'm going to talk about my favorite play of the day in a moment. Think twice. But again, just want to say, Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock, call-in is open. I didn't have I just got this phone set up a second ago, or yesterday, so I didn't have the voicemail set up, so no voicemails to go through this week. But any live calls. You want to talk plays? You want to talk action? You want to talk Sunday games, Saturday games? You want to talk about the worst bets that ever hit? Whatever it is, lock in, baby. Someone says phone not in service. Give it a shot. I think it should be, unless I got the wrong number up there. 917-866-7839. 917-866-7839. Who might take an NFL elimination pool? That's a decent question. It's a good week to take Bills, but I'm probably going with Giants. I'm probably going with Giants on that. It says number in service. Check that number again in case I wrote it in wrong. Gary, what's up? Yeah, probably taking Giants, Randy. LSU by 20, I think so. Alabama minus 33. I like the over in that game. I think they probably cover, but I like the over as well. Miss State plus 10 at home versus LSU. I don't know about that. What time do I usually post TikTok pics? I get them up early. I already have my favorite play. I put that out last night. It's a 12 o'clock game. Penn State. This is the play of the day. Penn State. Okay? They're at minus 14 or minus 14.5. It's one of the most public plays of the entire day. But I really want you to alt that line down to minus 13.5 just in case there's some silly Vegas business making it a 14-point game. Alt it down to minus 13.5 and nuke Penn State. You're getting that at around minus 130, minus 135. You throw 4 units on that to win 3 units. That is your play of the day. I'm telling you, Penn State minus 13.5 alt line. That is play of the day. That is play of the week. Yesterday, we hit huge on the under in the Rockies-Giants game. It was 10.5. We said this is the underest under ever. It was 1-1 going into the 9th. 1-0 going into the 9th. I think ended up a 3-2 ball game. Zero sweat. Biggest play in a long time. Kyle McCord, first TD. I don't want to hear about it. Penn State team over 31 in the first half. That's not bad. Illinois plus 13.5. Leo, don't be silly. That's absolutely crazy. That is not happening. Again, if someone's got a different idea, I want your calls today. If someone's got a different idea on what this goes down, someone said the call didn't work that they attempted. It's, in case the number's up there wrong, it's 917-866-7839. If you got a different take on this game, I would love to chat with you. It's 917-886-7839. I'm not in jail, bro. Absolutely not. But I am in TikTok prison. Leo, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Penn State minus 13.5 is the play. Yeah, they might cover 14.5 because it might be a 14-point win. There's a chance it goes like that. But if you take Penn State minus 13.5, that's the most confident play I've had in a long time. Western Michigan plus 28.5. Listen, if you feel like taking a dog in a massive, massive spread like that, then I'm going to kind of say probably stay away because that's too unpredictable. Good to know, Jack. 886. Okay, number and caption is wrong. That's the issue. The number is 917-886-7839. 13.5 is not a trap. 14.5 might be a trap. That's why we alt it down to 13.5. MLB Giants and Rockies. Yeah, that under again. We smashed yesterday. Wisconsin, I like the under in the Wisconsin game. David Hurst, appreciate the follow. Be like, David, go ahead and follow me. Wisconsin, yeah. Wisconsin under is solid. Penn State minus 13.5 is the play of the day. Think Twice is trying to say it's a trap, which gives me another reason to be confident about it. Jeffrey needs some winners. Jeffrey, we're cooking. We're cooking for you, okay? College football overs I like. Yeah, I like the over in the Alabama game. I like the over in the Florida State game. I like the over in the Clemson game. Those are my three favorite overs. Alabama over, Clemson over, Florida State over. I would say Clemson, Florida State, Alabama in that order are my three favorite overs. I really like the under in the Wisconsin game as well. Those are my 4 over-unders. The only spread play I have up so far is the alt spread, Penn State minus 13.5. Think twice. Think twice. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. You're right. Minus 13.5 to play. Any MLB bets? I might put one up on SoBet later. Yeah, I might put one up on SoBet later. I have all college football so far. I'll probably add a couple plays. We had a great day in MLB yesterday. 3-1. Won a 3.3 unit play, which we haven't had a play that big in a while. Smacked it. Huge play on the under in the Giants game. Went up over 3 units yesterday. Huge day. MLB Milwaukee run line. I don't know. How many units am I up? Leah, we went up over 3 yesterday. How many units am I up this month? Probably like 8. Tennessee against Florida. We like Tennessee to cover that game. It's not one of my plays. That's a lean. But I do like that play. Really the main play that I want to talk about is that Penn State game. What do you mean? Why are you rocked down below? You tell me. Think twice. What are you feeling? 10 by a million or Milton, if you will. Tennessee by a million. Excuse me, gang. Timothy, appreciate the follow. One more time. The line is live at 917-886-7839. I believe it's incorrect in the caption. 917-886-7839. If you have a differing opinion or anything you want to chat about, get involved, baby. Yeah, what are people thinking about the Colorado game? What are people thinking about the Colorado game? Indiana or Louisville? Staying away. Lean Louisville, staying away. Nothing on the Cubs so far. Penn State got A1 defense and not going over 50. We don't care about the over in that game. We care about Penn State minus 13.5. Penn State minus 13.5. Penn State minus 13.5. Don't try to dissuade me. Penn State minus 13.5. It's a Nukasaurus Rex. We are going so big in that game. Over 62.5 in Colorado. I think that's a good play. Think twice. Absolutely. Florida State over. Got to hit. That's exactly the analysis I have, Carter. Florida State probably puts up 49 themselves. I think the over-under is at like 51 or 47, something like that. Yeah, Penn State, huge. Do I ever post UFC plays? Yeah, kind of notoriously took Sean O'Malley, lost $1 million. But, yeah, on occasion I'll post UFC plays, but mostly I just have. You can call the number, Ethan. I want you to call the number. We'll have our conversation on air if you want to call the number. 917-886-7839. Colorado by $1 million. Dion bought the boys shades. It's over with. He knows how to rail young men. He does know how to get his boys going. That is for sure. But they're also huge favorites, so you got to expect them to have a blowout win. But it's going to be interesting because first game they were big dogs. They pulled out a win. Second game, slight dogs after the line shift, or slight favorites after the line shift. Had a big win. Yeah, it was interesting. Morning. Syracuse have Purdue's number today. I'm staying away from that game. Brandon, what's up, baby? Fading the Cubs again, says Cuz. All right, Kansas State minus 5. Kansas State minus 5. I don't have much on that game, Evan. Talk to me. Tell me more. Colorado by $1 million. Yep. Over under 47 for FSU. That's an over. That is a big time over. The 47 in the Florida State game. Let's talk about it. Florida State's unstoppable offense. They're not going to get stopped by some schmuck-ass team. They're going to put up 49 themselves probably. And then if not, it'll be like 38-0 in the fourth. They put in all scrubs. So the Florida State scrubs are eager to get into the end zone, and the Florida State scrub defense gives up some points. Yes, Ethan, let's go. Mid-State plus 10. I don't have anything on that game. All my plays are up on SoBet every single day. Full slate, unit sizing, description. I post a recap at the end of the day. I post other stuff. I got links, everything. It's $1 to join right now. That is SoBet, top link in bio. Also want to say this live stream sponsored by Profit Exchange. If you are in New Jersey, Profit Exchange, that's the future of betting. Sign up for Profit Exchange, $100 free bet, but also the best odds in the game. No more juice. Stop donating to Vegas. How am I feeling about Penn State? Penn State money line. MBE, Penn State is my play of the day at minus 13.5. An alt spread, minus 13.5. Absolute Nukasaurus Rex on Penn State. Kansas State beat Troy 42-13. Troy, one of the best G5 teams. I don't want to talk about teams like Troy. Come on, man. Give me a real team. G Cashin in the house. The Messiah has risen. Let's go. Brandon's deep in the Reds. Colorado spread. I like the over in that game. Dorex in the SoBet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you're in the SoBet, it's $1 to join this month, so definitely get involved. Yeah, you got to call 917-886-7839. 917-886-7839. And just like that, you're on the horn with Petey. Pick of the day, GOAT, is Penn State minus 13.5. That's an alt spread. You should get around minus 130, minus 135. Hammer it. 4-unit play. 4-unit play. I haven't had a 4-unit play in a long time. Biggest play of football season so far. I'm going to hate on Troy. I'm not going to hate on Troy. I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered by a school like Troy. You know, I don't want to worry about a school like Troy. Come on. I want to talk about college football. The important thing in college football is paying attention to trends. It's paying attention to money movement, and it's paying attention to mathematical possibilities when you look at the difference between the over and the spread. You can do game analysis, but you can't do game analysis for 300 teams. Brandon spitting facts in the chat. SoBet equals free money. 100% lock. No such thing, baby, but this is my most confident play of the entire football season so far. I had my most confident play I've had of September prior to this was yesterday, and that smacked. That was the under in the Giants-Rockies game, under 10.5. Game finished 3-2 after 4 ninth-inning runs. It was an easy play. It was under 10.5. I said, you're not going to touch Webb. Webb threw a no-hitter for 5.1. No, you should alt it down to 13.5, MBE. You can go and edit it. It's an alt line, so you're going to pay a little extra juice. Take it at 13.5 and smack it. Let's go. Let's have a day. Yeah, I hope everyone's fired up. We got college football all day today. We got a big NFL slate tomorrow. I don't do parlays, but at the end of this show, I'm gonna let you know what my NFL Sunday parlay, if you need a little Hail Mary action, is. Evan Kramer is saying Rico knows, assesses matchup. Rico knows, pretends that he knows everything that's going on in football. And he may know a lot, and he watches a lot of film and all that. But I made up a big lie about Anthony Richardson quitting to football to become a rapper, and he responded to it whenever I tagged him in it as if it were a real thing. So it's not like he's doing his research. CDGRYY, appreciate the follow, bro. Be like CDG. Go ahead, follow me. How'd I do last night? Very good. We had the Rockies-Giants under 10.5 for 3.3 units. That smacked. 3-2 on the day, but we hit our 3.3 unit, and we missed our one small 1-unit play. But 3-1 on multi-unit plays, 1-0 on our biggest play. Florida money line hitting, I don't know about that. Do you like LSU to cover today? I like staying away from that. Browns -2 on Monday Night Football. What's the matchup again? Remind me, Brandon. Ryan, appreciate the likes. Appreciate you keeping those coming. Penn State -14. G Cashin followed me on Twitch. Appreciate you, G Cashin. Again, once we hit 150 followers, we're at about 130, but once we hit 150 followers on Twitch, I'm giving away $200 to someone. Don't listen to anything Calling Our Shot say. It was our place. Panthers versus Saints under is hitting. I think so. How do you feel about this money line lay for MLB? Padres, Brewers, Twins. I don't like 3 legs in MLB. That's too many legs for a sport as unpredictable as baseball. But I do like all those plays as straights, maybe 2 of them on a parlay. Browns about to smoke Pitt. I think we're going to see some changes in the second week of the NFL. Some things to look out for are people being overly hyped on a week 1 performance and drastically letting that impact them. For instance, the Giants -4 is a great play against the Cardinals. Giants -4. I know they got absolutely smoked. They looked like the worst team in the history of the sport on Sunday night last week. But they're still way better than the Cardinals. -4 is a great opportunity to nuke that. Another thing, people are going to be all over the Dolphins. Dolphins has become really, really public. And guess what? I do like the Dolphins, but I don't think they're going to put up the points people expect them to put up. And it's going to be interesting to see how they match up against the Patriots, because the Patriots will have a game plan defensively. Aside from that, people are overreacting to how bad the Bengals are, how bad the Bills are, how good the Browns are, how bad the Steelers are. Just some overreactions that people have to keep an eye on, because things are going to look free that aren't free. Go back to your pre-week 1 mindset, reevaluate, factor in what happened in week 1, but don't make too big a deal of it. Factor it in a reasonable way. Now, listen, if you want to chat, if you've got thoughts, If you've got thoughts you want to talk about, you want to get on the horn with Petey, 917-886-7839. If you want to get on the line right now, we will chat live, talk about your play, talk about your bad beat, talk about how your wife's leaving you, how to stop it, whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Ravens injuries, yep. Looks like we got a caller. Hello, you're on the air with Petey. What's good?
Petey, good morning, man. This is B-Day. I would say fairly new follower.
Fairly new follower. Well, hey, good to have you.
I wanted to talk some college football today, so I love the Penn State pick. I'm actually sitting out here having some coffee with my wife and kids. So
Yeah.
if this doesn't hit and I don't flip this two bands, you got to tell them why we're not going on vacation.
Hey, I'll tell him right now so you can break the news. Guess what? He was wrong. He was wrong. We're actually going on vacation. This is the best advice I can give you. People with families depending on them that love to gamble, tell them the play missed before it missed. So you can start out on the low end so you can break the good news. Don't wait till it's over and then come in sad. Start out bad and you can only go up from there.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. I love the Penn State play today. Bring that down to 13.5. Like you said, I don't even think they need that extra half point there. I think they're gonna cover this one easy.
Yeah.
Defense is too good. Defense is too good.
Yeah, I don't think you can score on them. We saw Illinois. They struggled to move the ball against Kansas State. They're not going to do anything against Penn State. Penn State's been putting up numbers already. If this were purely just game analysis, I would take Penn State minus 21 and not sweat it at all. It's just a massively public play, and I feel like alting it down to 13.5 protects us from any sort of nonsense, any sort of backdoor, whatever. Vegas trying to save their ass. We take it at minus 13.5, and I am just so confident. And it's still like minus 135. It's still great value.
A couple other quick ones I got. I like the Wake Forest Old Dominion game going over 61. I think that's two teams I can't stop with nosebleed.
Yeah.
So we'd be over.
You like that over 61? Okay, yeah. I haven't seen much out of those teams, but what do you remember what happened with Wake Forest last week?
I do, but I also know their pace of play really negates this clock change.
Yeah.
Which is good. And so, anytime a team's getting that many plays more in a game than their opponent, I like the extra points in the game. But
No, 100%.
yeah, and then another one too, kind of a weird over, a Liberty over seems good around 53.5, 54.
You got Liberty UB. Is that matchup?
Liberty.
Yeah, I like that play as well. I'm from Buffalo, so I've kept an eye on the UB scores. I know I think they lost a massive favorite spot last week, but Liberty pretty big favorites there. They move the ball well, pretty fast paced. The UB offense is far superior to their defense. A lot of teams on these like lower end mid majors. Not that Liberty and UB, I wouldn't put them in the same tier. Liberty's definitely superior, but a lot of those sorts of teams, you see them. They have it's more the defense that suffers than the offense on teams that aren't that great. So I like those overs a lot.
For sure. And last thing was the Husky game. I'm a big Husky fan.
Yeah.
16.5 seems like a strange line. I know I'm pretty sure they're at Michigan State this year.
Yeah.
But that offense with Penix is just too much. So I don't know. I kind of like the 16.5. But again, it's a little scary anytime you're going into a place like that.
I like that too. I think there's a big gap between a team like Michigan State and a team like Washington. I think the gap in college football right now, there's like a Georgia gap, and then there's like the next 4 or 5 teams. And then once you get past like the 11 spot, maybe even the 9 or 10, but I think Washington gets into that second tier way before teams like Michigan State. So I think that's a big gap. I think they put up crazy numbers offensively. So when it's a big spread, I like a team that leans on their offense a lot. So I don't mind that play at all. I think that's strong.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you. Enjoy watching the videos and hanging out on the lives.
Hell yeah. Yeah, appreciate you calling.
Yep. Take care.
Have a good weekend. Bye. Shout out to our first caller. Appreciate it. Anyone wants to get in on this, it's 917-866-7839. I believe I wrote it wrong in there. But yeah, we got that number up. I think someone had we have an outdated Google number that we used last week. But if you want to call into this one again, it's 917-866-7839. And he also brought up a good point that I want to touch on, and that is the different rules with clock stoppage this year in college football. And we haven't seen a significant impact from that this year. So I'm not saying don't factor it in, beware of it. But in terms of the reduced amount of possessions, reduced amount of plays in a game, it's really not nearly as impactful as anyone would have thought. So I think there's an overreaction on people taking unders as a result of that. That was way wrong. In the first week, we went 6-1 using our overs system, 6-1. And went 9-2 on over-unders on the week as a whole. And people are really just leaning too much on that. Vegas isn't, the lines aren't, but people are calling the lines too high because they think there's going to be like a 10-15% reduction in possessions, and it's really not even close to that. You might not even see a reduction in possessions, just a little bit shorter possessions, if anything. Do I still like Colorado spread, Penn State minus 13.5? So I love Penn State minus 13.5. I love it. Colorado spread, I would rather take the over in that game. I think they probably cover, but I think the over is a better play because we don't know too much about their defense yet because they played TCU, which has a really good offense, and they played Nebraska, which has a really bad offense. So we just don't have a great read on their defense, but their offense is obviously very potent, very, very potent. They didn't even have a great first half against Nebraska, but second half they went crazy, and that's a good defense. So I like the over more than anything. And we got another caller. Hello, you're on with Petey. Who's on? What up?
Max, what's up?
Max, what's up, bro? How you doing?
It's Indiana today.
It's Indiana today. What's the line on that?
They're playing +10, playing Louisville. They're playing at Lucas Oil.
Yep.
And they might as well just be winning the game.
You're saying we might sprinkle money line. Is that what you're telling me?
You have to take a gutsy sprinkle on the money line.
Ooh.
Just a little, just like salt-based sprinkle on it.
Oh yeah, the salt-based sprinkle. I think Max might be onto something. What do we think, Chet? We're gonna take Indiana. We're gonna take Indiana +10, and then we're gonna throw like maybe a half U on the money line.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, get the juices flowing. We don't have a big dog yet. I want to see those dogs bark today. I want to see them woofing. I like that action.
Dude, they are barking like we gotta put a leash on that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Let the boys out. Open the fence. Yeah, I know. I like that.
And then I love Mizzou plus the 4 in noon.
Plus the 4. You got plus.
The 4.
Okay. Hey, all right. Max is saying Indiana +10 and money line, and then Mizzou +4. I don't hate that at all. I had nothing on the Mizzou game, but I like that.
Yeah, they're putting 4. They might as well win outright too.
You know what? I bet they will.
It's good to hear from you, man.
It's good to hear from you as well. Appreciate it, dude.
I don't know if you remember, this is Forrest on the phone.
Say it again.
No worries. Keep doing great.
All right. Cheers, bro. Another great caller. Appreciate Max. Max has us on Indiana. He's got us on Mizzou. He's got us on the money line a little bit too. Woo! Yes, B-Day booked a vacation. Let's go. I love it. All right, so we might go on imagine we go on a clean sweep on call-in plays too. If we go a clean sweep on call-in plays, then everyone needs to ride automatically on these no matter what. Max, love you too, bro. Great call. Duke -17. I don't love that. I don't know how to feel about Duke. Obviously, people super hyped on them after the Clemson game. Then they played just a bullshit team last week, so we don't even know what to read. They were like 42-point favorites. I think they won by 35, didn't even cover. But I don't like them. I would lean against it. I don't have action in that game, but I would lean away from Duke, if anything. I would stay away from them. Saying Houston money line over there. Jabrona in here told me stay away from Penn State or take Illinois +4. J-Chap, you don't take that. You don't take that. You tell them the sports betting messiah said no. He said no. He said we're taking a -13.5. That's why I like to see J-Chap, 4 units on -13.5. That's my play. That's what I love to see. That's what we got on SoBet. That is our play of the day on SoBet. Again, fresh slate goes up on SoBet every single day. Additional content. You get stuff from me. You get stuff from everyone else on there at no additional cost. It's $1 to join this month if you want to get involved. some of the best action you'll get out there. $1 to go up units consistently. Come on, baby. And we're about to have a huge day on there. Leah Giles says Penn to cover. We love it. We love it. Whole chat on Penn. Himothy says, say the picks again, trying to lock them in. Well, again, all the picks are up on SoBet if you want all of them every day. But the three that I've mentioned in here, Penn State minus 13.5. We got over 47 in the Florida State game. And we got under 61.5 in the Wisconsin game. Those are my three favorite plays today. I got others on SoBet. I got more coming. We'll have some MLB. Someone asked about the Dub Club props as well. Those will be up. We'll probably have mostly MLB today, and then tomorrow we'll have NFL and MLB. Monday we'll have football and MLB. So, yeah, we got action. If you're in the links, we got action for whatever you need. By the way, the full episode of this and clips and other stuff will be on the YouTube as well. So check that out. Notre Dame to cover the spread, says Giles. That's an interesting one, Leah, because they're like 35-point faves, 35-point favorites, and I don't know if they have the pace of play for that. I think it's going to be an easy blowout win, but I would rather stay away. Just a team, they just have a good enough defense and a slow enough pace. Not that it's like slow, but they're not running and gun like Oklahoma or something, to where it gets to 35, I struggle. They could easily be up 21-0 after a quarter. They could soar over. It's one of those situations where you don't know how significant the blowout's going to be. So I'm personally staying away. I'm not saying fade the cover. I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't like it either way. Going to Colorado State, Colorado game tonight, wants a lock. Hey, the consensus from me and the chat is we like the over in that game. I miss you too, I miss you, bro. Good to see you in here. Cleveland can do it. They can. Nah, no upset happening. No way. Yeah, I like the over in that game. I think that Colorado's capable of covering. My thing is just that we know Colorado has a really potent offense. We know they're going to be capable of moving the ball well against CSU, and we don't really know too much about their defense yet. We just don't. We know Travis Hunter. We love him. We're obsessed with him. What else do we know about the defense? Talented. We don't know kind of their full approach. We've seen them tested against TCU, and they gave up a bunch of points. Then they played Nebraska, and they held a weak offense down. She saw the awkward Bills handshake. Yo, I reached him out to dap him up. If you saw this video that Lockhub posted interviewing me for my parlay at the Bills game last weekend, dude goes to dap me up. He's holding his phone. He goes straight for the wrist. Fumble Rooski. Ball protection, absolutely zero. Josh Allen type handshake. Over-unders for today, Ty. I appreciate you, Over-unders for today. We like the under in the Wisconsin game, the over in the Clemson game, the over in the Florida State game. Yeah, Beefcake, we're always on the Denver under. Always, Beefcake. I know you. I know we're running it back, the Russell Wilson special. I started with just a one-unit play on the under this last week, but we're going to go on the under again. That amazing defense, that weak offense. Russell doesn't look like last year's Russell, but we're gonna run back the under for a couple more weeks and see. Also, just from a strategy perspective, they aren't trying to move the ball super quickly. They're trying to focus on defense, ball control, possession control, etc., and that defense is really, really good. So it makes sense to be on unders in general. We like the under in Wisconsin, Steven. Under in Wisconsin. We doing good, Sam, locking in some plays, getting ready for a big day. NFL locks. Okay, before we hop off here, we're at 30 minutes. If we don't have any further callers, before we wrap up, I'm going to remind you I've got all my plays up on SoBet. I'll probably do another additional couple plays for today for college football later games, and then I'll post my 1 p.m. slate for NFL and my 4 p.m./8 p.m. slate later as well. So the plays are up every single day on SoBet. If you want that, it's $1 to join right now. You get my stuff, you get everyone else's stuff, additional content, all that. But so I don't have my NFL slate up yet, but I will tell you the parlay that I gave out, and I don't condone parlays as a general thing, just a little hobby parlay, whatever. The three-legger I gave out last week that I still really like, Giants -4, Dolphins -2.5, Bills money line. That's plus 350 on the three-leg. Giants aren't as bad as they looked against the Cowboys. They're playing the Cardinals, who are absolute trash. Dolphins electric offense going against the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to have a plan for them, but they're still going to run around, just way more athletic receivers. And I don't like anything about the Patriots offense. And then Bills are playing the Raiders. Penn State -6.5, 9.5, and 13.5. I like them, Ethan. I like them. I don't know if I would spend those additional units on taking the other alts, but if you wanted to, I get it. You want to big bankroll it. Hell yeah, Leah, let's go. But yeah, those are my plays. But again, I've got a video up talking about my favorite college football play today. I'll make another video for a later play. I'll have videos up for the games tomorrow, but if you want all my plays real time sent to you, full unit size analysis, all that, that's going on SoBet. Top link of the bio, baby. Your baseball plays are better than my football. Well, nothing's better than my baseball plays, John. Football plays are on point, but baseball is unbelievable. Leah spitting facts. Thoughts on Alton Cowboys to -7. I don't hate it, Max. I don't hate it at all. I think they probably covered the OG spread, but -7's confident. Yes. Yeah, but grab the SoBet. Check out the links. There's something for everyone. More content, more picks, more communities to join, more stuff to check out. Check those links. Hop on